Okay, real fast, because it's 1:30 p.m. and I'm supposed to be inside already for my appointment, but it is Tuesday, March 31st, 2020. We are in the height of this coronavirus pandemic, and I am at my first OB appointment. I will be 8 weeks pregnant tomorrow, and I do not want to go inside. I was already briefed that they're going to take my temperature. They're going to ask me questions at the door to let me in the building, and just all this protocol, which is not fun when you're going through being pregnant, and let alone IVF. So it's like, wow. My parents are at my house right now watching Angelina. She's 10 months old today. Happy birthday, Angelina. And also it's our 5-year wedding anniversary. So hopefully all that magical good stuff will protect me right now, because I'm freaking out silently and I just do not want to go into this appointment, but I have to. So let's go in and let's see how baby number 2 is doing, and hope that I'm okay going in and out, trying to stay as calm as possible. It is so important while being pregnant to stay calm. I do not want anything bad to happen to this baby. I also, with the IVF, it's like I went through hell. I think it's 13 more days of shots, so nothing is going wrong in this pregnancy. Oh, okay, let's go inside. Okay, so while I'm driving home, my face is all red from that mask. The appointment was about almost an hour and a half. That was such a crazy appointment. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this, there we go. So this is how the appointment went. I walked in, they took my temperature, they asked me a bunch of questions. I took like literally 3 more steps and I was handed a mask, which I was actually pretty happy, because I don't have any masks at home, and well, we have like 2 that Angela just told me, and I'd rather give it to my parents because they're gonna need it more than me. I'm home. So they handed me a mask. As you see, I went up the steps, I went into check-in. There was only like 1 other person there, 2 other people, so that was good. It's usually like packed waiting room always at these OB appointments. Sorry, I'm just like holding the phone as I'm driving. I just want to get home to my daughter and get these clothes off me and scrub myself down, because I just feel disgusting. I feel like even like breathing with that mask, like I felt like it was just dirty air. Even though the place is so clean, it's just dirty. So I go into the room for the patient for my, checkup and everything. And the nurse, took my weight and went over a weight and blood pressure. And then she was like, okay, your doctor's going to call you. And I was like, okay. She goes, keep your mask on. Doctor's going to call you. Give her 1 minute. I was like, okay. So the doctor called me. She gave me a whole pamphlet, the nurse, like all your protocol, all your visits and everything, which I'm used to because I have my daughter. So the doctor called me. She went over all the pages, everything, with me, which I was kind of like new already. She asked me any questions. We went over my protocol, because even though I am high risk because I'm over 35, I'm 35 now, my embryos are 33-year-old embryos from the IVF. So I was kind of questioning, like, why do I need all this high-risk stuff now? Because I was 34 with Angelina. Why do I need all this high-risk stuff done now? It just doesn't make sense to me. So we were kind of going back and forth. It was like a 20-minute phone call. Then she came into the room. She did her check on me. And then she was like, okay, you do need an ultrasound. We have to make sure, and we want to check for ourselves, because my fertility clinic, I don't think they were able to get over all the documents, because this literally just was like an appointment like in 24 hours. Like I just ran with the appointment because that's what, I didn't know when I was going to be able to get another appointment. So everything happened just like so fast. So I had to get dressed. I went into the ultrasound room. They did the vaginal ultrasound. I didn't hear the heartbeat, which was fine because I heard it last week with my fertility doctor. So that was like amazing. I recorded it. But I did see the heartbeat, like see the fluttering. It's like a blinking like light, like a strobe light. So that put me at ease. Basically the baby's measuring on track. be 8 weeks tomorrow. It's like a day or so off, but it's like the same. I'm due 11/11, and which that always changes, so I'm not like worried about that. Sorry if this camera is moving. I'm hightailing it home. Then I had to go downstairs for blood work, and I was like, oh my gosh, 9 vials of blood, nine of those tubes of blood. And I was like, please, 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 I didn't even really eat a lot today. I didn't drink enough water. Like, please just get this blood. And then the lady was like, now you have to do a urine test. And I was like, is that really necessary? I'm really just like, I have to get home to my daughter. And she's like, honey, like, you have to do this. And I was like, oh my God, now all these things I'm going to be touching in this private public bathroom. And I was just, oh my gosh, I like peed on myself because yeah, I'm just sharing it, guys, because things are so different after you have a baby. I was like shaking. I was so nervous. I was like, I don't want to be touching everything in here. I don't want to be in here. I just want to go home now. So anyways, all is good. It was just, my heart goes out to all the women that are experiencing this right now. My face, oh my gosh, it's so red. My heart goes out to all the women who are experiencing this as first-time moms and having this as their experience, because this is like really scary. It's really scary. It's so different than when I was pregnant with Angelina just 10 months ago. So I feel really, really, really bad, because I can't imagine being pregnant, going into these visits like this, feeling even more isolated, not being able to have your partner in the room to see these milestones, because they are limiting that. Like, they don't even want your partner to come in the building. Like, they have to wait outside. So, and in New York, you're not allowed to video this stuff. You cannot video ultrasounds and things like that. It's like a private, I forgot what it is, the HIPAA law, some privacy. So it's like you're on your own. You're finally pregnant. Okay, sorry, Angela was calling me back. I just like remembered I didn't even take off my shoes for this appointment. Like, I was in the stirrups in my sneakers, like, nope, I am not touching anything. And as soon as I get home right now, my parents are watching Angelina, thank God, because I've been gone for like 2 hours. And so when I get home, I'm gonna like literally take off all these clothes, throw them right in the wash, throw on a fresh set of clothes, and scrub my hands, my arms, and I think I'm gonna scrub my face, because I feel like my face was like in contact with that, and she's always touching my face. It's like things that you don't think of, like people don't think of, like wash your face when you get home too, because everything is like supposedly airborne. So I don't know, I feel disgusting. Like, I feel like I can't even breathe fresh air right now from being there and that stupid mask. But I'm grateful that my practice has such safety precautions, and I don't know why there are so many people on the road. Like, it is so, like, for it to be like you're supposed to be staying home and only like essential workers working, it is like busy on the roads. It's busy. So yeah, I'm doing my best to stay home besides this, but I just thought I'd share my experience with all of you. Things are just so different, and like I said, my heart goes out to all these women who are first-time moms, and this is their experience, because it really sucks. Geez, what is going on with the world? Like, what is going on? Anyways, that is my wrap up for my confirmation visit with my OB, and I go back in, I think it's 11 to 12 weeks. So at least I don't go back for another like 3 weeks. I gotta call and make that appointment tomorrow, and I will keep you guys posted on how everything's going. Bye, stay safe.